Hello friends, welcome to the US Visa series. This is video number 37 and I'm Richard Lasrado, MBA with 22 years of study abroad counseling experience, who is trying to explain you about the US Visa series. We do counseling for all countries, US, UK, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Singapore, any other country of your choice. But I'm doing US because I feel USA visa has so much to that one can talk more, and probably this will help you in other countries visa process as well. I know each country visa process is different, but somewhere you can relate the concepts and you can use the same concepts when you're going to apply for other countries. Probably later we can try to have some other country visa series as well, but at present I'm focusing on US. And today I'm going to talk about education gap. Education gap. Today, many people are applying for studies abroad. People who have work experience, people with a lot of education gaps are applying for studies abroad. So this is a very important question because there are more students, there are more people who are from working class, there are more people with education gaps who are applying. The number of students that are applying for studies abroad are increasing exponentially. And we can see with various data that are available that the numbers are going fast. So there are a lot of other category students that are also applying. So the education gap question is something that is very important. So how to answer a education gap related question? First of all, let's try to find what question the visa officer could ask if you have an education gap. The first is basically, do you have an education gap? So you'll have to say yes. Okay, what were you doing during your education gap? Now understand one more thing. Okay, when you are being told, do you have education gap? You can say yes and give an reasoning immediately. Don't just say yes. Okay, so you can say, yes, I had an education gap of 2 years, but in this period, I was probably working so that I could understand what specialization I should go for, whether the specialization, I was not clear on my specialization. So my work experience helped me in deciding my specialization or any other purpose. During this period, I was taking care of my parents. So my parents were not sick, or I had to take care of my father's business because my father expired or some other reason. Okay, whatever, that happened in your situation. So you have to give that particular reason. So those don't say yes, give a reason as well. So then the visa officer will ask you how the program that you're going to do in US is relevant to what you have done in the past. You're doing the gap. So you will have to connect it, which is very important. Why? Because when you are able to connect, you can tell them that this is why I'm going to come back and start at a better level. So the connection is very important. So if you are able to say, I was doing my father's business, then you will have to tell them that, right at present, basically, my uncle is also there with the business. So he is taking care of the business. And I am doing this business program because this will help me to understand the management concepts, the other personal, human resources, marketing, finance, or whatever was possible. It helped me to understand, I want to gain all these experiences, interpersonal skills, and all this will help me in expanding my business. Besides international exposure, international experience that comes with the study abroad, whatever your reasons are. I am not going to give you a very specific answer, but the answer has to be specific. Why I'm not giving you a specific answer? Because I don't know your case. So there are different people on this YouTube who are watching the videos, and each of their cases are different. So I'm just giving you a general answer. But in your case, you have to have to give a specific answer. Specific is very important. Why? Because if you are not specific, then your chance of visa is less. You have to tell how your profile has influenced you to basically do a particular program and how this will benefit you. So your profile is unique. It's not general. So don't copy the answers. Try to be more specific, tailor-made as per what your requirements and needs are. Okay, that's very important. Also important in this answer is to go to the university website, check the course content, the program, and you can use this course content program in these answers as well as in these, the university is offering so and so course content, and this course content is what I'm looking at, and this is how it can help me in my future. So try to connect that. And the gap factor is important, but if you are going to answer well, if you are going to convince the visa officer that your gap is justified and that you are a genuine student, then you will get your visa. So use your preparation. You know, most students don't prepare for the visa interview. And if you are not preparing for the visa interview, then probably you are not ready to for the visa interview. Because when the visa officer is going to ask you question, he is looking for certain type of answer. He may tell you to be specific. He may tell you to be crisp. So if you are prepared, you know how to change. You know how to adapt. So prepare for your visa interview. And in case you want visa counseling services, you can take our services as well. The link is on the description. You can book our first free visa appointment. But most important is basically be confident. And when you are going to answer with proper fluency and with genuinity. All the best to you. And I hope all of you get your student visa.